Alright, so if you're watching this video, you either own the Skyfort 2 or at least considering purchasing it. And so I just wanted to show off some modification that I made to mine. So I completed this about 2.5–3 weeks ago. And the original plan down here called for a sandbox. This was all opened up. And there would be these little seats on the side, just pieces, slabs of wood. And just didn't really want to have the sandbox, the mess, plus we live a little bit more in a foresty setting, so animals may come in there and just kind of do their business and whatnot, so it just didn't seem very practical. So what I decided to do was I wanted to go ahead and just extend the decking out. They sell a kit where you can buy what you need for this specifically for it, but it's about $200, and that to me just sounded very ridiculous considering what the price of the whole thing was. It just didn't seem very realistic. So what I did is I went down to the local hardware store, bought some cedar. I think it was just like regular construction stuff. It wasn't anything high-end or anything. The pieces were about 8 feet long. Actually, no, they were about 6 or 7 feet long and about 8 inches wide. And it was for construction. The pieces were really cheap. It was about $1.50 a pop. So, and they were about the same thickness. Some were a little thinner, some were a little thicker, but generally they were all about the same. But this only cost me about $16 in cedar wood for this deck. And so what I did is I just took it and then milled it so that it was the same width as the original stuff. So I did that. Took some in their scrap yard. They had some scrap woods to do the middle joist in the middle, and then to 2x4s on the inside, so that I had something to screw on the side. So those were they gave those to me for free. Again, it was in the scrap yard from where they were cutting wood for people and stuff. And so I went ahead and did that, put that in there, and got some screws, just some regular old deck screws for it, and put it all down. Then just went ahead and took a sander to it. So I got a sander over here with about like 80 grit sandpaper or something. I didn't need it to be super soft. I just needed it to be just a little bit, get rid of some of the rough feathering that was on the wood. And that took me about 20 minutes to sand this. It wasn't too bad. But the one thing that I was really happy with was finding a stain that really looks really well. It may not look as well in the video, but this stain matches really, really well. Maybe not with the flooring so much, because that flooring looks a little bit darker, but you can notice, if I was to go back a little bit, with the railing and the structure itself, the color looks really good. And so this stuff I picked up at the same local hardware store, and it's the preserva wood. It's also a a sealer as well, so it'll seal it up and stains at the same time, and it's called Pacific Redwood. And we matched it up and it looked pretty good. I just put it on coating about an hour ago, so I'm just waiting for it to cure before my kids can go ahead and start playing on it. But it looks really well. And also what I like about it is because it matches so well, this stuff will work well in a couple of years if I need to restain it or whatever, due to sun fading. That this stuff should work fairly well. It's about $30 for it. So in all total, I probably spent about $70 to $80 to retrofit this deck on here, instead of paying the $200, and that's not including the tax and shipping and everything. The cost just to do to buy the kit from the company itself. So anyway, hopefully some people use this information and do it themselves if you do not want to go ahead and have the standard sandbox. So there you go.